Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Beauty and Gratitude with me, D'angelo Thompson. Happy New Year. It is 2021, thank God. If you're here, you're still standing, there's a lot to be grateful for. And one thing this show is about is inspiring people to have gratitude and to really think about the beauty in their life. And I try to have people on that are truly inspiring, not only to me, but hopefully to you. And I'm launching season 2 with my dear friend and talented singer, mom, all over amazing woman, Mamido Souchu. Welcome, Mamido.
Hi, D'angelo.
How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on your show. I'm really happy to be with you today.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New
Yes.
Year.
Bonne année, right? Bonne année.
Bonne
Good year.
année en France.
Yes. So my question to you is, hey, how did you do in 2020? Like, tell us how your journey was, because I know you were on a project with Lion King with Disney.
Yes.
So I know you're on hiatus for now, right?
Mm-hmm. So, 2020, it was a strange year,
Yeah.
because for me, it's not so bad, It was a strange year, but I cannot say that it's very bad. I think it's very bad when you see the world, what's going on in the world. I think we are in a bad situation, but with that, you can also see there is some positive things. So I was on tour with the Lion King until March. Until the end of March, and after that we were in UK, and we were the last production to stop the show. We were the last one to stop the show. So after that, I came back to Paris and stay with my family. So I was very happy to be at home, because on tour I was not able to see my family. I have 3 kids, so it was very difficult for my kids and even for my husband to not have me at home. So I was just like, this time I'm gonna use that, to be with my family, and enjoy simple things of life.
That's amazing. They've had you for almost a year now.
Yeah,
Since March, right?
yes.
Which is
So they are,
amazing. It's
yeah,
amazing.
they are so happy about that. They say that, oh yeah, we know that there is the corona, but the tour, I was supposed to stay on tour until 2023.
Wow.
Yes, and I only have like a week for holidays per year. So can you
Wow.
imagine, to have like a year with them? So they were super happy.
I think 2020 was kind of, it sounds strange, but a blessing in disguise,
Yes.
because I saw a lot of people lean into their creativity and a lot of people lean into their faith.
Mm-hmm.
I think connecting with your friends, your family, and also your
Yes.
creativity is the Holy
Mm-hmm.
Trinity, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
2020 was a blessing in disguise, even though here in the US, everyone knows there was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
challenges,
Yeah.
especially, with politics and Black Lives
Mm-hmm.
Matter, social justice.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I saw a lot of blessings in the lives of friends and family, you know.
Exactly.
Even
Exactly.
though some of them experienced some horrific loss with family members,
Yes. Yes. Of course.
um, I've seen how amazingly strong they are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
2020 was definitely something that we all can learn from and be thankful of as well.
Yes, thankful, and for the simple things, just back to the basic. For me, it was like that. Back to the basic, taking care of the kids, like all the everyday stuff that you take it for granted. When I was on tour, I was crying for that, just to be able to go and pick up my kids from school, just cooking a great meal for them. When I came back, I was just
Honey, you're a
enjoying
great
every
cook.
second.
You're a great cook. I mean, you do a beautiful spread. When even like I saw your holiday dinner and New Year's Eve, I was
Yes.
like, oh my God, I want to be there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's very important for me.
yeah.
It's not about having fancy stuff, but it's about celebration and
Mhm.
making memories for the kids. So
Yeah.
it's really important for me. So every celebration when I have the chance to do it, I always have to have a wonderful table, wonderful, just to create something magic for them and to create memories.
Yes, and they're having beautiful ones as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about your love of music. When did you first
Mhm.
know that you love music and that you wanted to sing?
Um, uh, I always, I was in the family with a lot of brothers and sisters. We are 12.
Wow.
So everybody was singing at home. It was a part of me. I can't remember when, because for me, I was singing all of my life. The memories that I have when I was, very little, going back to school. I
Mhm.
was happy to go back home to learn a new song or to listen music, So I started when I was very, very little.
When was your first job paid as a musician, as a
Yeah.
singer?
I was 14 years old.
Wow.
My cousin, they were in the music industry in France. They work also in US, and they needed a voice, and then to record, some verse for the French market, because I was raised in Belgium.
Yes.
And so we were in Belgium, but working for the French market. And so they called me because they knew I was singing at home. So I went to the studio for the first time, and it was for,
14.
yeah,
Wow.
and it was their first single release, and it was a huge success in France. And I was singing, in the record. They were rappers, so I was singing the verse.
Oh, nice. You know what's
Yeah.
interesting? I want our viewers to know that you're from the Congo, Belgium, and
Yes.
France. So,
Yes.
multicultural,
Yeah. Yes.
multinational, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tell us your history in the Congo, and especially about your father influences in the Congo and all the changes he made.
Yes. So I was born in Congo, but raised in Belgium. But
Mhm.
like every summer, we were going back to Congo because my father was working over there. So the story of my father is the one who signed the Act of the Independence of the Congo. So he was born in a small little village in the center of Congo. It was in the jungle. And when he was over there, the people who colonized Congo, they were sending religion people to give education to the population. So they found out that my father was gifted.
Mhm.
So they give him a special education, and he was the first African to have to came to Belgium and have the degree of science politics. That's the
Political
science
science.
politics. Yeah,
Mhm.
politics science. Sorry. It was the first African to have a degree ever. Because it was just right before the independence. And while he was studying, some of the African, they were coming, I think 5 or 6, and they had some meeting, and they were ready with their education to go back to the country and be free,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
trying to be free. And that's what he did. And he worked for like 50 years, in the Congo. But he's a pioneer. That's the name.
Mhm.
Of the
Premier.
independence.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Premier.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
your
so
dad
he
was
did a lot.
honored by the United Nations. And can you say his full name for us, please?
Yes, Justin Marie Bomboko. Yeah,
Yes, wonderful.
Justin Marie Bomboko, and he got like the highest medal that you have from Belgium, because he saved a lot of Belgian lives during the transition.
Yes.
Because the thing is, the people didn't know. They were thinking about the colonization was a good thing, but it was like a slavery.
Yeah.
In the story at book, they told people that we were there to help people, but it was not the case. So during the transition, a lot of African people was very hungry and wanted to kill some Belgian, and my father stopped that. It was
That's
just like, let
what.
them go. Yeah, and for that he saved millions of lives. And so for that, they gave him like the highest decoration that you can have for the Belgian, the queen.
I
It's
just
like the
got
middle of the
chills.
queen.
I just got chills. I got chills in my body because oftentimes, and a
Mm-hmm.
woman said this here in America, instead of seeking revenge, most times we love our enemies and
Yes.
we protect them and we lift them up. And I
Mm-hmm.
really wish people understood that, because
Yeah.
vengeance, of course, can happen. You see that in many
Yes.
countries where,
Mm-hmm.
people are slaughtered. But then for someone like your father to protect
Mm-hmm.
the same people who colonize and really abuse them is amazing.
Yes.
Is
Yeah, it's
amazing.
amazing. And I think why it was like that, because I told you it's 30 in Belgium before. So when you don't know your enemy, you're gonna have like you're gonna revenge, but he knows that some white people, they are also good. Not
Yeah.
all the people are bad,
Mhm.
and it's human life also. I think he has the education and the knowledge, to say
Mhm.
no, stop, this is our life, let's do it, the transition in peace. Is not gonna bring us all the all the things that we missed. So
Mhm.
yeah, so the Belgian people, they are very grateful for what it did. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for that, because I think it's very important for people to know your legacy,
Mm-hmm.
your family's legacy. I met your dad at your wedding, and I met him probably one other time. I remember his presence, just a very strong, dignified
Yeah.
presence, and you could feel the presence of God, if you will,
Yes.
flowing
Yes.
through him. So I did feel that. I felt that with all of your
Mm-hmm.
family. And I feel like I'm a part of your family. You've
Yes.
always just like
Yes.
embraced me, and I thank you for that.
Yeah.
You saved me through some drama, so we'll leave it right there.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back with more beauty and gratitude. Have you ever asked the question, if I was to be anything, what would I be? Regardless of money, regardless of status, beyond popularity and fame. Living your passion, feeling your life has purpose. Solivity is a space to nurture that which lives in all of us. A place where work can become play, and doing what we love creates the dreams of a lifetime.
You've all done autism awareness training, but what did you really become aware of? That autistic people have obsessive and repetitive behaviours, have trouble making eye contact, don't really make friends easily? It's time for that form of training to go, because what everybody needs, whether it's autistic children or adults in the workplace, is acceptance. So what I would like you to do is to think of everything that you've ever learned about autism and autistic people, crump it all up and throw it away, because this is something completely different. It's an entirely new model of training. It's about neurodiversity, it's about acceptance, and it's how autistic people like me and everyone else out there can grow to live happy and successful lives in school and in the workplace. My name's Jude Morrow, and this is Neurodiversity.
Solivity Magazine and Beyond Words Publishing want to remind you about the importance of continuing to follow public health guidelines to protect yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Please continue to wear a mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please visit these sites for further information about how to stay safe from COVID-19 into the new year. Remember, love protects us.
I think I met you when you were in your early 20s or possibly even 19.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
so
The
we've known
early
each other
20s.
quite a long time, my dear. Yes,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Only almost 20 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, now you're a mother of three, beautiful
Yeah.
children,
Thank
married.
you.
Also, you have your career with singing. How do you
Yeah.
juggle all of that?
Oh, it's very difficult because, like, you know that my husband is traveling a lot. You know, he's a
Mhm.
former basketball player. Now he's coaching the national team. He's getting ready for the Olympics.
Kareem Sochu, everyone, just so you know,
Yeah.
Kareem Sochu.
And so yeah, it's very difficult, but um, we used to be in that style, you know, kind of lifestyle. So we are handle it, you know. I think you need to trust. We need to be a team, you know. We need to be a team, and we need to like, for me now, when he was playing, I sacrificed a lot because the kids, they were small. So I was the one who choose to stay at home,
Yeah,
and I was able to work on some project. I did the voice, you
I
know, in
remember.
France. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
What
the
song did
voice
you
in France.
sing for that audition? What song did you sing?
It was Hello,
Hello. By,
Beyonce. Yeah, by
yes. You'll
Beyonce,
give us a
Hello.
verse of that later, maybe. Please. Please.
And yeah, and yeah, so it's a lot of organization, but it's a team, you know, and we have to support each other and trying to think about the best for the kids.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. And how does
Mhm.
your faith play into that? Your belief
um
in God, your faith.
yeah, the one thing that all the things that I'm trying to tell you is not possible if you don't have God, if you don't put God first, you
Mhm.
know. And because yeah, is the one who's gonna put everything together, you know. When I found out that I was part of the Lion King, it was one of my dream
I
job.
know, I
Yeah, I
know.
was in Atlanta, and so all the people, they were asking, so your husband is traveling all the time. How are you
Mhm.
gonna do with the kids? You're gonna be on tour, so you're not gonna be able to bring the kids with you. They're used to be with you. So it was a lot of question, but you know, God put everything on the right
The
place.
universe worked it out. Yes.
Yes, and everything went well. The kids, they were here with my husband, and even the corona was a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, I was able to go back home, but everything went to the place, you know, and everything was, you know, good. And my husband helped me, like, now I'm going to take care of the kids. I have some
Mhm.
travels to do, but don't worry, do your thing. It's your time now. So he
Yes.
was coming
Yeah.
to visit me with the kids, and it was funny because he was sitting, you know, in the audience with the kids, and I was thinking that, like, few years before, I was sitting in the audience and watching play. Now, you know, our life, you know, is now is he is taking care of the kids while, you know, I'm doing the show, while I'm in rehearsal, and is coming to see me. That's about life, you know. It's
And that's a true partnership. I
yes,
believe that's what marriage is. You level each other up. You elevate one another.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
oftentimes I've seen marriages where people they don't support one another and they wonder
Yeah,
why it goes awry. I'm like, because you're not
mhm,
elevating one another. There are
yes,
moments where you have to be the co-star
exactly,
and the other person is
exactly.
starring, and
Yeah,
then vice versa. And then
yeah,
sometimes you both are the star, you know, as
yeah.
parents, you both are the star, right?
Exactly. And
Yes.
I think it's a good lesson even for the kids, you know, to see that, you know, to see that, oh, you know, we used to, they're the one who told me, that said, oh, it was funny because we used to come and see daddy's play, and now we are here, come to see you play,
Yeah.
you know, living your dream. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And they know that, you know, everything, that this is it's like a miracle, you know, all the grace that we can have in her life, for her job and all the opportunities. For me, I call it miracle. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
miracle. You know, so they can experience the miracle because they can see all the steps. The auditions, it took me like 9 years, you know, to be on this show. So they were just like, oh, mom, are you sure you're gonna be, that's the show that you want to be? You know, we love you, we, you know, but, you know, are you
You know
sure that
what?
it's gonna happen?
That's beautiful. And I want people to really hear this, that as an actor, as a model, as a singer, makeup artist,
Yeah.
whatever, if you're creative, sometimes your dreams don't happen overnight. It happens over time, and it happens
Exactly.
at the right time. There is synergy.
Exactly.
And part of getting rejected is
Mm-hmm.
to see if you have that perseverance to keep going,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I watched you and we talked for years about it and you never
Yes.
stopped. And
Yeah.
me, I don't stop either. It's like,
Yeah.
you can tell me no and I'll figure out a way to work hard
Yes.
and get to the yes. Yes.
Exactly. And and I think it's a good process also, because every time they say no, you can see, so what's wrong, what I can do better. You can always learn. And even with the yes, when you are in your, when they say yes, you can always learn, and it is about that, that they've seen that, because the formation that I have, I didn't have the actor, the acting part.
Yes.
So I took some classes, because it
Yeah.
was not enough during the audition just to arrive and think that, oh, because I love acting at home, that Broadway production gonna love me. No, it was not enough. So I went back to school for that, and this is a humility, it's lesson, it's humility. And you, even if it was not that, at the end of the process, you are a better person.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I firmly believe in learning and education. I actually, I've been working in film and TV for a very long time, but I actually took some new classes at NYU to learn more, because there's new terminology, there's new ways of looking at things. I think it's
Yes.
important to stay current,
Yes, of
and
course.
as well as hosting, talking to you guys and sharing this experience in this show, as well as my audio podcast. I'm taking acting classes just so I'm engaging and present. So you're right. All of those things, while going to school and working, all those things factor in, right? So
Yes. Yeah.
yes, thank you.
It's
So tell me what you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for, the first thing in my mind is my family.
Yes.
I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my husband, for for my brothers and sister, for my parents. I'm really a family person. It's really
Yes,
important.
you are.
Yeah,
You are.
you can see it, in my social media. It's all about, family, the love that you have, from from your family, and what you can give. I know that my children, they change me. I'm another person, since they
Yes,
were born.
I
And
agree. I agree.
that's the first thing that I'm grateful for.
Yes, I would say that I don't have children, but I have nieces and nephews and
Yeah.
honorary godchildren.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to I have a niece, and I was talking to her mother, and I was saying to her, regardless of whatever is going on in your life, she is our family. So whatever
Yes.
she needs, we're there for her. I said, I don't have
Yes.
children, so I sponsor a kid in college in London. I said, I can definitely help my niece who lives here in the US, whatever she needs, tutors, whatever. So family is very important. I'm very
Yeah.
private with family. I don't share a lot about my family on social media,
Mm-hmm.
but I talk to them weekly, and I know what
Yes.
everyone's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so it's
think that this
important.
is this is my base. This is the base, the part of who I am is really my family. But I'm grateful for a lot of things. Health, I
Yes.
think, is very important.
Mhm.
I lost my sister, Sandrine Sele,
Mhm.
3 years ago, and health is life. Is something is very important. So I'm grateful even for this year, when I see my brothers and sister, my mom, she's getting old. She didn't have the coronavirus, health is very important. It's life. If you don't have health, you don't have. So
Very true. I was listening to a gospel song last night, a really beautiful song, and I'll send it to you. I don't want to play it on
yeah.
air, but I'll send it to you. And it's really it was a praise song. It was praising,
Mm-hmm.
the universe, praising God for health, praising Him for
Yeah.
food, praising
Yeah.
for when you didn't have money in your pocket, but He
Yeah.
provided,
Mm-hmm.
and like, the more they kept singing certain verses, the more emotional I became, because I think about 2020 and I was fine. No, didn't have any worries about
Yeah.
anything. But I did get sick in March, late March, very sick, and I felt like I was going to die, you
Oh.
know. And then I got sick again, and not with COVID the second time. It was actually high blood pressure. And the
Yeah.
doctor told me I've been walking around for over a year. I could have had a heart attack or a stroke, you
Oh
know,
my
because it
God.
was so high. It was over 200,
Yeah.
very high.
Ooh.
And I was like, and I just weep because I knew that my angels, you know, and God was really taking care of me, you know, even though I didn't know. But I was getting these headaches and I was really fatigued, but I was still working and doing everything. But I would wake up with these like massive migraines. And it was my
Yes.
body telling me, you know, you're about to
Yes.
die.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh.
here I am. I feel great, and I'm very thankful, and I'm very aware
Yeah.
of what I'm grateful for, and I'm very aware of everything.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
so
And you have
yeah,
to look. You have to see the sign and look. You know, after the signs that you have in your life.
yeah.
You know, and yes, and yeah, I'm grateful for that. But like you said, that we have to be careful for that. You know, for our health, the what even what we, you know, when I'm thinking about health is what you put in, in what the food that you eat, and
Food, the thought,
also your thoughts, what
yes, your
I wanted
thoughts,
to say. Yeah, your
yes,
thoughts, what you're feeding your mind is about health, physically and mentally. Mentally.
very true. You know what's ironic is that I was going to take a year off this year, actually, 2021. I was going to take a year off, and then COVID happened last year. So I thought, oh, I'm actually getting March through December off.
Yes.
You know, I did work a little from September to December, but it still was very light. I was used to always working, always being busy. So I was like, you know what? Thank you, God, because I needed that time to regroup, to reinvent, to be still, you
Yeah.
know, and in stillness, you get clarity. You really do. You get a lot of clarity. So Halo, I love that song. And the reason I love that song, because I believe in angels. I talk to angels, and I always say, walk before me, behind me, to the right of me, to the left of me, above and below. So I'm surrounded by angels, and I believe we all are if we choose to see it. Some people don't believe that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They'll love you. But can you sing a
Yeah.
verse from Halo, please?
Okay. Okay.
You can
Let
hum
me.
and then go
Yeah.
into.
Let me remember the lyrics.
Even if you do just the chorus, it's fine.
But- okay. So the only the only the which part, because which part
It's
do
up
you
to
want?
you. It's up to
Yeah.
you. And
Or let me
literally,
go in the
okay,
song. Okay.
okay. And we'll probably cut it after 10 seconds because, you know, we'll
Yes.
get hit with royalties.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember those walls I built, baby, they're tumbling down. Didn't ever put up a fight, I didn't ever make a sound. It's like I've been awakened, every rule I had you breaking. It's the risks that I'm taking, I ain't never gonna shut you out.
Bravo, sister. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you know, we are covered by angels daily. You know,
Yes.
I could say, you know, terrestrial, which are our families, you know, celestial, which are the unseen, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing, all the grace, you know, and
Yes.
mercy we're given daily, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yes.
have to
So,
stay. Yeah, we have to stay connected. Because with the your everyday work, we are busy all the time. I'm fasting now.
mm,
I start yesterday. for 21 days, the Daniel fasting. Yeah,
Wow.
I start every year. The first I start every year the first month of the year in fasting the 21st day. Just to be clarity. You know.
Dang. You're the second friend to say that they're fasting for like
Yeah.
21 days. So
Yes.
what do? You don't have any food at all and just water?
No,
Tea?
because don't know because it's 21 days, so I can eat fruits, but no, it's like vegan.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, nothing animals at all. Of course, no alcohol. So I only eat vegetables, and that's it. That's the only
Nice.
thing that I can, that I can have. So I can have, some smoothie drinks, something like that. But no pasta. I can have rice, but no
Mamido,
no
I'm gonna
pasta.
do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay, today is the 5th, so I'll start it on the
Yeah,
7th through the
yeah,
30th, 21
yeah,
days.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. I'm definitely gonna do that. I need to
yeah.
do that. Yes.
Yeah, I think because for the 2020, all the things happened. Like I told you, it was not so bad. I'm very grateful for a lot of things, but you realize that you have to stay connected. I realized that I was very busy with my job. I didn't have time to pray like I used to pray.
Hmm.
So with that fasting, I'm trying. With my Bible application, I have like an alert to pray like 4 times per day.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, I'm following with the application. You can follow the 21 days of fasting, and
Mhm.
you can have some Bible verse, and I just to is the opportunity to go back to the base, and just to clear some stuff that you can't clear when you're too busy. It's really
I
important.
love this, and actually, I'm not even gonna wait until the 7th. I'll start it tomorrow because I picked up the Niv Bible. It's
Mhm,
and it was talking about I was reading Psalms and the
mhm,
story of Sodom and Gomorrah and the story of Lot and the
mhm,
things that outside of Lot's door, these men were trying to get in to rape
mhm.
the
Yeah.
angels. I don't know if you remember
Mhm.
that. They're like, send them out. We want them.
Yeah.
Literally in like holy scripture. And I want to be very clear to everyone who's listening. I'm open to all acts of light. I'm open to, Buddhism, Hinduism, the
Of course.
Zohar, Christianity,
Mhm,
name it, Islam,
mhm.
because I believe it all leads to the same place.
Yeah.
So happened to look at the Psalms of David last night and that story of Sodom and Gomorrah and the people, the men wanting to rape the angels and they
Mhm.
were blind.
Yeah.
You can take that story into so many directions.
Yes.
I talked to someone that I love very dearly and she shared something with me that happened to her when she was a young woman and she had
Mhm,
children at the time and she never
mhm,
told her husband.
mhm,
It was her husband's friend. Never
mhm.
told her husband what happened, right? And I thought, what strength does that take to just maintain that family unit, right? And
Yes.
not want to disrupt it because of some other pain that they experience. And that
Mhm.
person used their faith to get through
Yes.
it, you know,
Yes.
to get out
Mhm,
of Gomorrah, to be safe,
mhm,
And,
mhm.
then that person said that that person's dead now, so I'm not going to even
Mhm.
speak their name. They're like,
Yes.
I am
Yes.
here, I am healthy. I was like, that is so
Mhm,
beautiful. And I was so touched, deeply
mhm.
touched. I was like, that's real forgiveness.
Yes. Yes.
That's
It's a real
real
forgiveness,
forgiveness. I'm like,
and she's
how beautiful is
strong.
that? Yeah,
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 beautiful, and she's very strong.
yeah. And I
Do.
and I just I took that information. I thought, wow, wow,
Yeah.
and that is her story. So I will not share too much more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
eventually, I know it's going to be in a book, so I know that for sure. So
Mhm.
it's just powerful, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we all have amazing power. We all have amazing gifts from the universe.
Yes.
And Mamido, thank you, my sister,
Thank
my friend.
you.
I call you my sister friend.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah,
You're part of the family.
yeah. One day
You're
we'll all
part of
sing together. You
Mhm.
know I sing, so we'll all sing together one day. So
Yeah, yes. I
yeah,
can't wait.
yeah.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. We always have deep conversation. I love that.
Tell us how we can reach you. What's your Instagram, and if you have a website, let us know.
I have an Instagram is Mam Souchu. You can follow me on that, and Mamido Official on Facebook.
Mamido Official. Thank you so much, Mamido, and I love you.
Thank you. I
Bisous,
love you so
bisous.
much.
Ah,
Yeah. Take
thank
good
you, my love.
care.
You
Yeah. I hope
too.
we're gonna be able to see each other in
We will.
2021. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
this year is my 50th, so I plan to do a lot of
Yes.
traveling. Yes. So, yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And we'll be right back with more beauty and gratitude.
My name is Brian Wesley Johnson, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Soul Liberty Live. Hey, how you doing, sir? My sister, how are you?
Okay.
This blend, right? we might need some more wine for this.
So let's get this party started, y'all. Hey, my sister, mademoiselle.
That was the most amazing introduction I've ever heard.
Oh, for being here. Oh, what an amazing day. Go make it even more amazing. Myself and Madison, Brian Wesley Johnson. Thank you for joining us on Saturday morning. Full of passion, purpose, and high quality living. See you next time.
I'm done.
Watch Soul Liberty Live with Brian Wesley Johnson every Saturday at 10 a.m. right here on Soul Liberty TV.
Maybe not so much in the UK and Ireland, but certainly in the United States, I would find that a lot of people use the word autism to describe someone who has an intellectual disability. Now let's just clear a few things up. Yes, those with intellectual disabilities can be autistic, although by and large, autistic people tend not to have intellectual disabilities. That's where it lies. And this is where the problem really is that a lot of people think that autism is an intellectual disability, whereas it isn't. What it is simply a different way of processing and communicating information. So if I were to ask and plead for one thing, it is please, please do not use the word autism to describe a learning disability. Although I do keep in mind that there are those with learning disabilities who are autistic as well.
Soul Liberty Magazine and Beyond Words Publishing want to remind you about the importance of continuing to follow public health guidelines to protect yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Please continue to wear a mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please visit these sites for further information about how to stay safe from COVID-19 into the new year. Remember, love protects us.
I want to thank each of you for tuning in tonight to Beauty and Gratitude. And thank you, Mamido Souchu, for your beautiful voice and just the great lessons you continue to teach and share. And looking forward to next week. We have Matiki Anoff. She's won and been nominated for Emmys and Oscars and has done many films and commercials and had contracts with L'Oreal, as well as, let's see what else is going on with Matiki. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which her team is nominated for a lot of awards. So I'm excited to have her on. And Humaira Rosawi, she's on. She owns a beautiful spa in New York City. Not only with skincare, but also she talks about holistic ways to stay healthy as well, internally, externally, and how she uses Reiki and many other practices to get that glow. I really need to see her the next time I'm in New York. So I'm looking forward to next week as well. So that's Matiki and Humaira. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beauty and Gratitude, and I'll see you guys here next week. Take care.